Hello friends, welcome back. So today we are going to discuss with the new process, that is the last process in this chapter, that is ideal gases. So this last process is called as a polytropic process. So we are going to discuss about the polytropic process today, and we are going to solve the numericals on the polytropic process. So what is the actual meaning of polytropic process, that we'll see. In the previous lectures, we have completed the four important ideal gas processes. The first important ideal gas process was the constant volume process. Second was the constant pressure process. Third was constant temperature process. And fourth was the isentropic process or constant entropy process. So today we are going to see the fifth type of process, which is the last process in this chapter, that is the polytropic process. Now what is the meaning of this polytropic process? Now actually all the processes, that is the ideal gas processes and the practical gas processes, all the processes are called as the polytropic processes. Means whatever processes we have studied up till now in the chapter, that is the previous four processes, ideal gas processes, those processes, and also the real gas processes or the practical gas processes. All the all the gas processes are called as the polytropic processes, and which can be expressed by the single equation called as the polytropic law, that is given by PV to the power n is equal to constant. So all the processes, those processes may be the ideal gas processes or the practical gas processes, they are termed as the polytropic processes, and they can be represented, all the processes can be represented by a single equation, that is PV to the power n is equal to constant, where this power n is called as a polytropic index. Just like we have seen in the isentropic process, that gamma is called as the isentropic index. So similarly, here in case of the polytropic process equation, we are having the equation as PV to the power n is equal to constant, where n is called as a polytropic index. Now on putting the proper value of index n in the above equation, we can find the different parameters of the process. So the different polytropic processes are represented on the PV diagram. So we have already seen these four ideal gas processes, that is constant volume, constant pressure, constant temperature, and constant entropy. These processes are also called as the polytropic processes, and real gas processes are also called as the polytropic process. Now only difference is that in all the polytropic process, the n value is different for the different processes. Those may be the ideal gas processes or those may be the practical gas processes. So value of polytropic index is always different for the different processes. So we already discussed and we already represented these four ideal gas processes in the previous lectures. So today we'll just see how we are representing these ideal gas processes as the polytropic index, and we have to find what is the polytropic index for each process, that is n value we have to find for each process. So we are knowing that we have seen the first process. For the different polytropic process, we will see the first ideal gas process, that is the isochoric process, is called as a constant volume process. Now when we are applying the polytropic law for this particular process, PV to the power n is equal to constant. Now there must be some value of n for the constant volume process also, which will satisfy our process parameters, that is which will give the values, or which will give the equation which is the governing equation for the constant volume process. Therefore if you put n is equal to infinity in this particular formula, that is polytropic index is equal to infinity, what will be? So PV to the power infinity is equal to constant. Now we are going to write this equation in terms of volume. So V to the power infinity is equal to constant upon P, C upon P. Now taking the infinity sign to the right hand side, so it becomes V is equal to C upon P raised to the power 1 by infinity. So infinity comes to the right hand side, it becomes 1 by infinity. So V is equal to C. Now we are not doing the mathematical process on the constant term C. Therefore, only we are doing the mathematical process on the pressure P. Therefore, equation becomes V is equal to C upon P to the power 1 by infinity. Now 1 by infinity is 0. Therefore, we are getting the equation as V is equal to C upon P to the power 0. Now anything raised to 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, we are getting the final equation as V is equal to constant. So V is equal to constant means volume is equal to constant. So it is satisfying the constant volume process parameters. Therefore, for the isochoric process or the constant volume process, the value of polytropic index is infinity. So when we got the value of polytropic index for the isochoric process, that is infinity, n is equal to infinity, we can represent, we already represented these processes on PV and TS diagram. So this is a representation of all the processes at this, from state point 1 to state point 2. We are having the representation of the constant volume process. So this is a vertical line where volume is constant, V1 is equal to V2. Pressure is changing from P1 to P2. Therefore, so this is the direction of the process, that may be the heat addition process or heat rejection process. Therefore, this is the representation of the constant volume process, where V is equal to constant and what is the value of polytropic index? N is equal to infinity. Now we will see the next process and find out the value of N for the next ideal gas process, that is the constant pressure process or isobaric process. So for the isobaric process, we know that putting the equation, that is PV to the power N is equal to constant. Now if you put N is equal to 0 in this equation, we will have PV to the power 0 is equal to constant. Therefore anything raised to 0, that becomes 1. So we are having PV to the power 0 is equal to constant. Therefore it becomes P is equal to constant. So pressure is constant. So it is satisfying our constant pressure process parameter. Therefore value of polytropic index for constant pressure process is 0. So what is the representation of this constant pressure process? That is a horizontal line, because pressure is constant and volume is changing. So this is the representation of the constant pressure process, where P is equal to constant and value of N is equal to 0. Now next process is the isothermal process, constant temperature process. Therefore, if you put N is equal to 1 for this process, so it becomes PV to the power 1 is equal to constant by putting N is equal to 1. Therefore, PV is equal to constant. That becomes PV is equal to constant. This is the governing equation for constant temperature process. We already see it in the previous lecture. Now, how we have represented this particular constant temperature process? So this is the representation of the constant temperature process, where PV is equal to constant. Pressure is inversely proportional to the volume always, where N value, polytropic index value, is equal to 1 for the isothermal process. So this is the representation of isothermal process. And the last ideal gas process we have seen, that is the isentropic process or constant entropy process. Now applying the polytropic law, that is PV to the power N is equal to constant. Now we are knowing that what is the governing equation for the constant entropy process, that is PV to the power gamma is equal to constant. So where gamma is nothing but, for this process gamma is nothing but that is equal to N, that is the polytropic index is nothing but gamma. And how we are calculating the gamma? Gamma is equal to Cp upon Cv, specific heat at constant pressure upon specific heat at constant volume, the ratio, that is equal to gamma. Therefore N value, polytropic index here is equal to gamma. Therefore, PV to the power gamma is equal to constant. So this is satisfying our process parameter of constant entropy process, in which N polytropic index is nothing but the gamma term. Now this is the representation of the isentropic process, constant entropy process, or the adiabatic process, where PV to the power gamma is equal to constant, where N is nothing but the gamma. Okay. Now these are the representation of the ideal gas processes as the polytropic processes, and we have found out what is the value of polytropic index for all these ideal gas processes. But the practical gas processes or the real gas processes is not having the polytropic index value as we have seen here for the constant, that is the ideal gas processes. Now those values of N for the real gas processes will be lying in between these particular values. Now suppose we consider a practical gas process here, between the isobaric process and isothermal process here, if you consider this expansion process here. Now that polytropic index may be varying from 0 to 1. So it may be 0.4, it may be 0.3, it may be 0.5. So that will be the index, polytropic index for that particular real gas process, which is lying in between the isobaric process and isothermal process. If the real gas process is lying between the isothermal process and adiabatic process, the polytropic index will be lying between 1 and gamma. So that is the what those processes are having the different polytropic index, which may be not identical to the polytropic index of the ideal gas processes. Those indexes may be random indexes. So that behavior of the real gas process will be random. That will be not similar to the ideal gas processes. So when you are knowing the polytropic index of that particular real gas process, so we can calculate the different process parameters. We can calculate the pressures, volume, temperature, then work, the internal energy change, enthalpy change, entropy change. All these parameters we can calculate for that particular real gas process. So what we are doing in this particular analysis, we are considering the real gas processes and ideal gas processes as a polytropic process, and we are finding out all the process parameters for that particular process, treating it as a polytropic process, and using all the formulas those we can use for the polytropic process analysis. Therefore, we can consider the identical formulas which we can use for all the polytropic processes. So the first analysis parameter here is the PVT relation. The equation for this process is given by the Boyle's law. That is, we have seen where different parameters are constant, but here we are not having any parameter constant here. So for the polytropic processes, some parameter may be constant or may not be constant. So what is the governing equation for the polytropic process? PV to the power n is equal to constant. So we are having P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V2 to the power n. So that becomes V1 upon V2 to the power n, that is equal to P2 upon P1. That we can write as V1 upon V2 is equal to P2 upon P1 to the power 1 by n. So we are just similar equation we have seen in case of the isentropic process, that is PV to the power gamma is equal to constant. So we have written down the pressure and volume ratio in terms of gamma over there. Now here we have written down in terms of n as a polytropic index. So we can apply these formulas for all the processes to calculate the relation between the volume and pressure. Now we are knowing that in real gas processes, we are seeing that the temperature is also a variable term, pressure is variable, volume is variable. So all the three parameters are the variable terms. Therefore, we have already discussed in the isentropic process, we have written down the general equation which gives the relationship between the pressure, volume and temperature. That is the ratio between the temperature, pressure and volume. Therefore, that similar equation we are going to use for all the processes, that is given by T2 upon T1, that is equal to P2 upon P1 raised to n minus 1 upon n. In the previous case, it was gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So we are replacing that gamma by n minus 1 upon n. So we are going to put the appropriate value of n for that particular process. So that is equal to V1 upon V2 to the power n minus 1. So this equation we can use for that particular polytropic process. That polytropic process may be any process. If you are knowing the value of n, we can use these particular formulas to calculate the different parameters. Now the second parameter of analysis is the work transfer, W. So we know that work transfer is given by integration of P into dV. So for the isentropy process, our formula was W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. That was gamma minus 1. In this case, it is n minus 1. So we are getting the identical formulas just like the formulas which we have discussed in case of the isentropic process or the constant entropy process. Only we are replacing the gamma by the polytropic index, that is n, for all the polytropic processes. Now change in internal energy delta U for all the processes according to the first law. We have used this formula for all the processes, that is du is equal to mCv T2 minus T1. So similar formula we can use for all the processes. Then the heat transfer Q. Now heat transfer Q according to the first law, it is dQ is equal to dW plus du. Therefore dQ is equal to, so we can write this formula plus the formula for change in internal energy. So we can write down this formula of work done, and this is the formula for change in internal energy to calculate the heat transfer during that particular polytropic process. Then fifth parameter is the change in the enthalpy for that particular polytropic process, that is given by delta H is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. So that is used for all the processes. Then sixth parameter is the change in entropy. We know that ds is equal to dq by T. That we are knowing, but if you go for the further derivations, we already seen these derivations for all the ideal gas processes. So in the first case, we have discussed about the constant volume process, and what formula we got? Delta S is equal to mCv log to the base E T2 upon T1. Here n is equal to infinity. If the constant volume process is there, what is the value of n? Value of n is infinity, where V is equal to constant, and this is the formula to calculate the change in entropy for the constant volume process. Okay. Then if our polytropic process is a constant pressure process, so what we have seen the formula for the constant pressure process, that is delta S is equal to mCp log to the base E T2 upon T1. So this is the formula we have seen for the constant pressure process. Now what is the value of n for constant pressure process? N is equal to 0. P is equal to constant. Then if our polytropic process is a constant temperature process or isothermal process, what is the value of n? N value is equal to 1. Temperature is constant. And delta S value for the constant temperature process is mR log to the base E V2 upon V1. That we have seen in the previous cases. Now, if our polytropic process is a constant entropy process, then delta S value will be 0 because there is no heat transfer. And what is the value of n? Polytropic index value for the constant entropy process, n value is equal to the gamma. Gamma is nothing but Cp upon Cv. So we are going to use all these formulas to solve the problems on the polytropic processes. If you are knowing the value of n, we can use these formulas to calculate the different parameters for that particular polytropic process. So we will try to solve a simple numerical on the polytropic process. So first numerical, that is 1 kg of air at 14 bar pressure occupies 0.6 meter cube volume, and from this condition it is expanded to 1.4 bar pressure according to the relation PV to the power 1.25, that is equal to constant. So here we can observe that we are having a random value of polytropic index, that is 1.24, which is not identical to the polytropic index of ideal gas processes, different ideal gas processes. Therefore, this process is a real gas process or practical gas process. So, to solve the problem on this practical gas process. So, what we want to find in this problem? Find the change in the internal energy and the work done for this process. Take Cp value is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kg degree Kelvin and Cv value is equal to 0.718 kilojoule per kg degree Kelvin. So these values are given. So we have to solve this problem writing the given data first. So this is a polytropic process. How we have found out this is a polytropic process? Because polytropic equation is given in the problem, that is PV to the power 1.25, that is equal to constant. Here polytropic index is 1.25. Polytropic index N is equal to 1.25. Now, writing the different given data. So mass is equal to 1 kg. Then initial volume V1 is equal to 0.6 meter cube. Final volume is not given, that we have to calculate. Then initial temperature is not given. Final temperature is not given. Then Cp value, Cv value is given. We have to calculate R value. R is equal to Cp minus Cv, that is 0.287. Then initial pressure is given 14 bar. We are converting it into kilopascal, that is 1400 kilopascal. Then final pressure is 1.4 bar, that is nothing but 140 kilopascal. So we have to find out what is the change in internal energy, what is the work done for this polytropic process. So we are representing this polytropic process on PV and TS diagram here. So this is a expansion process from state point 1 to state point 2. So this is the pressure P1 and pressure P2 is here. So this is volume V1, volume V2. Now during the expansion process we see that the pressure is decreasing and volume is increasing. So as pressure and temperature are directly proportional, we see that during the expansion of a practical gas process, we see that temperature is also reducing. And as the temperature is reducing, the entropy is dropping down. So this is the representation on the TS diagram. So from state point 1 to state point 2, we are having the reduction in the temperature and reduction in the entropy, S1 to S2, during the expansion process. So this is not a thermal expansion, this is a mechanical expansion. Therefore, in a mechanical expansion, we see that the entropy is reducing, temperature is reducing, pressure is reducing, volume is increasing. So therefore, so first parameter you have to calculate, that is the initial temperature T1. So we have to calculate initial temperature T1. Now we are knowing the values of pressure P1, which is given, then volume V1 is given, and only T1 is unknown at the state point 1. Therefore we can apply the general gas equation at state point 1. So it is P1 V1 is equal to MR T1. So putting the corresponding values, we are calculating the initial temperature T1, that is equal to 2926.83 degree Kelvin. So that is the value of temperature T1 at state point 1. So we can calculate the final temperature T2 by equating the temperature and pressure ratios, because both the pressures are given to us and one temperature T1 we have calculated. So we can equate this temperature and pressure ratio for the polytropic process. So that is T2 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon P1 raised to N minus 1 upon N. So putting these values, where value of N is the value of polytropic index, that is 1.25. So putting these corresponding values, we are calculating the temperature T2, that is equal to 1846.70 degree Kelvin. So we have calculated both initial temperature and the final temperature. What is the unknown regarding the PVT relations? So unknown in this case is only the final volume V2. So you have to calculate the final volume V2. So we can write the polytropic equation, that is applied at state point 1 and state point 2, that is P1 V1 to the power n is equal to P2 V2 to the power n. Therefore, we can write this as V1 upon V2 to the power n, that is equal to P2 upon P1. Now putting these values and simplifying this equation, we can get V2 is equal to 3.79 meter cube. So that is the final volume we are getting. So initial volume is 0.6 meter cube and final volume is 3.79 meter cube. So volume has increased in this expansion process. So after that, what is asked in the problem, you have to calculate the change in the internal energy for the polytropic process. So formula to find out the change in the internal energy is mCv T2 minus T1. So putting the corresponding values, it is delta U is equal to minus 775.53 kilojoule. Now why minus? Because internal energy is reducing during the expansion and we are getting the work output. So work output is the output energy from the system. Therefore that should be positive, and internal energy is decreasing, so it is negative. Now the last parameter, that is the work done. So formula for work done for the polytropic process is W is equal to P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. So putting the corresponding values, we are getting the value of work done. W is equal to 1237.6 kilojoule. So that is the positive work done, which is done by the system over the surrounding. So we are getting the mechanical work as the output energy. So that is positive. So this is the problem, simple problem on the polytropic process. So in the different numericals, the polytropic process problems, we have to write down the given data properly. You have to see whether that polytropic process is a expansion process or a compression process. Then what is the polytropic index for that particular process, and you have to use the corresponding formula what we have discussed regarding the formulas of all the formulas of polytropic processes. So you have to use those formulas to solve the problems on the polytropic process. Very simple problems are asked. So you have to practice the different problems on the polytropic process from the textbook or from the reference book. So this is the last topic or last process we have discussed today. So we have completed chapter number 2, that is ideal gases and ideal gas processes. So this chapter carries 14 marks, very important chapter. So you have to go through the different problems for practice on each gas processes. So from the next lecture, we'll start with the chapter number 3, that is steam and steam boilers. So thank you very much.